So on the topic of me talking last time about self-abandonment and some of the ways in which we do that, and we've done that, I'm one to practice not trying to do that so much as of now, basically, for quite a while, for some time now. But I want to talk about this topic on the reasons why some people do self-abandon themselves, and this out of multiple different levels of fear and worry and the anxiety it can bring to others and ourselves at the time. And one of the major key factors I want to note is that what quite a lot of people are experiencing that I can see, and how many people are really challenged with this, and that's by defamation of character, and also the worry of how people are viewing others, each other, and viewing ourselves. So I'll give you an example. In a day and age where everybody's trying to be somebody, with the social media age and the digital age, and just in general with hierarchy being the main thing. And hierarchy's this word that's a bit it's how would I explain it? It's a bit far-fetched, really, when you think about it. Hierarchy in a sense of class, of stature, and of wealth maybe come into play when it comes to understanding this. But I'm talking about the hierarchy of character, and especially when it comes to people wanting to defile another person's character. And this always stems from the aspects of not just jealousy or envy, but the fear of abandonment. And it's the fear of abandonment within themselves and their peer groups, with really, like, I'm looking at it like from a subconscious level, that so many do this. And it's a difficult thing to do, to walk alone and also still show up and present in the world as you are as a person, and not worry about when people are basically doing the most to make you look terrible, or make you be seen in a certain light to others, or will talk in the background and put your name in group chats and stuff like that for, their own reasons, to manipulate a narrative about another person in order for their character not to be defiled, or for them to not be seen as a person who can have a defamation of a character by somebody else, should we say. And this is a major form of self-abandonment for those people who do that. Because what I'd like to note is that hierarchy's been around for centuries, and it works through different stages. And what others need to really understand is that the hierarchy comes through competitive actions, and the competitive actions, sorry to pronounce it like that, really should start with competition within ourselves. And it shouldn't really be competition or competitive in any way, shape or form. It should be about growth. Is where people get misconstrued with the idea of growth and being in competition with others to get elevated, to kind of swerve a defamation of character by another, to feel fulfilled and validated. And this is an important thing to note, because so many people look for validation in order for this not to happen. And a lot of people will self-abandon in order to fit themselves into boxes and be around people in specific peer groups, or be around cultures without individualism, to stop defamation of character on themselves, and to not feel that they're walking alone without support and feel abandoned by the world. So for me, this is something I had to really work on, and it took me a long time, because as much as you could want to help the world, and like I've said before, like my grandfather always spoke to me and told me, and my grandmother the same alike, you can't look after anyone else until you look after yourself. And this should be looked at differently, this view, what I'm saying here. And it's not just a term that should be applied to taking care of yourselves in order to be in a position or to be able to be strong enough to take care of another. It applies to not abandoning yourself, to be able to show others how to not do it too, and to be able to walk alone and not worry about defamation of character, because you have to be true to yourself. Without being true to ourselves, we'll be in a state of worry and angst, and always be in a state of rumination in that isolated periods when you are working on yourself and you put up boundaries to not abandon yourself, out of worry and fear of defamation of character by others that may slander you for different reasons, for their own agendas in their lives. And I think it's an important thing to note that when people are doing this, it's because they may not have the tools or the skill set or really have the heart anymore to continue on wearing a bit of a mask that sometimes we wear to allow ourselves to not have our boundaries be taken for granted, and in order to put ourselves in position for a defamation of character, basically. Sorry to keep saying it like that, but a defamation of character, shall we say. One thing to note is that people will always talk regardless, right? Whether you're up, down, left or right, there'll always be a viewpoint in certain minds that are not quite in a healing process, or could feel angry or hurt by other things that have happened in life, or addictions or mental health problems. They will always try and either get one above you for envious and not so nice reasons, and some people will put you in competition through jealousy because they're not in a position. They see you doing a little bit better mindset wise, physical wise, financially wise, or spiritually wise, whatever that may be. But just make a conscious effort to understand that you really need to focus on yourself sometimes, and self-abandonment is more than just worrying about a defamation of character, and it's more about the periods of isolation and worrying about what people say about you is always more about the other person than it is you. And if you know you're not doing specific things that people are talking about you or targeting you because, and there's people not coming to you with things that they're talking about, then please always carry yourself appropriately, and always remember that you are you, you know what's the truth, and don't allow other opinions to dictate your lives, because you're the author of your story and you write the narrative. And a defamation of character is slander from another person's perspective in order to put themselves in a position of hierarchy above you in their mindset, whereas you need to focus on the task at hand, and that's yourselves, and not abandon you. So self-abandonment comes in many forms and stages, and this is one to be mindful of. So just don't worry if this is happening to you. Keep continuing to do you. It can be difficult, can be tough at times, but keep walking forwards, and know that you are you, and you know the truth. And don't misconstrue the actual truth for what it's not. And just remember who you are and what you've got, and that's you. Yeah, that's the internal world. So make sure you're good for you all the time, all right? Because it's important. Because you can't look after anyone else until you look after yourself. So stop abandoning yourself. Pack it in. But yeah, that's just my note for today. And if you stayed, if you've been here for a couple of times, thank you. Thanks for being here and that. I just like to share these different things, because there's different topics that have arisen in my life and can arise in our lives. And I can see this happening and playing out in behaviours among dynamics in social groups from all different kind of networks, and the way people operate nowadays, you know. And because mental health is easily hidden now with the way the digital age works, you know. A lot of projections and expressions getting misconstrued between the difference of what's the truth between the two, you know? So make sure you do what's right. And thanks for being here in Craig's Corner. If you haven't, drop a like, comment, share, subscribe and all that good stuff, please. Please do. It helps support the channel, helps support me, keep bringing you these notes and these little messages of encouragement to kind of help you and motivate you towards the right paths and doing the right thing, and mainly to help you motivate yourself and become better versions of yourself, so more on a conscious level rather than any physical level. That transformation I've been through too, but there's other people that can help you a lot better than I can, you know. But I'm here with the conscious state to raise your consciousness and help you bring a bit of clarity and peace of mind when it comes to working through challenges and navigating circumstances that arise in life, you know. And but take it easy and thanks for being here, yeah.